Away from that, I explained why I didn't hang out with him. Right? Because there's a little fluffy stuff going on.
It's not your scene.
It's not my stuff.
Not your scene.
They hug you from the front and the back at the same time. I got uncomfortable with him because the way he was acting to try and get me to hang out with him was like, yo, I'll take you shopping. Like, and I'm like, what you mean? Like, that's something you say to a woman you're attracted to, maybe.
Right.
It's just weird, bro. Like, and now you start to see a lot of the weird stuff that was there. It looks like it all lines up, don't it? It was not in the closet. It was in front of you and you wasn't seeing it because you see the beards. Or you see the girls. So you didn't look at them the way it actually is to a degree. Now, when I say people respond, how people respond to things matter, like the internet will take to it and just go off with it. Meek responds being the uncomfortability. He goes, yo, I'll spend $100,000 to find out why my name is in this like this. And it's in it only because he's uncomfortable. You don't hear him talking about French. French was right there.
Yeah.
Right? Why you get so quiet? You guys make me feel like I'm scared.
Well, I mean, there's a lot.
No, they see this. You see this. They see this.
They see it.
No, you see this. They want to act like...
Jay-Z has once again found himself under intense public attention after a new lawsuit emerged, indirectly tying his name to the growing legal turmoil surrounding Diddy, while 50 Cent continues to publicly apply pressure on anyone even loosely connected to the controversy. The situation is escalating quickly as Diddy's legal problems continue to widen, with his legal team now reportedly seeking to delay proceedings for an extended period of time. A recent indictment suggests that a significant number of individuals may have been impacted by his alleged actions, signaling that this case is far from reaching its conclusion. Adding serious weight to the matter, Cassie has confirmed that she is prepared to testify, and her involvement carries major influence in the unfolding narrative. As events continue to develop, attention is now shifting toward the well-known figures who have been linked to Diddy and how their names are gradually being drawn into the growing storm.
He's out there in the same shirt. This is not Photoshop. Stop it. You set that up. Look, obviously was not offended by what I was offended by. Guys may say to a girl, let me take a shot. See? Damn. They found it that quick.
What do you think's happening in the middle?
I don't know what is going on. Wow. Because he was like, yo, you hot now. Now we gotta hang out now. Hang out. Yeah. He said, I don't know, man. I take you shopping and I get you some flash and you can give me the hood. And I was looking and I was like, let me just move away from him because I'm gonna mess up the way. Certain things they let it go by because it's puff. He wasn't like in the closet, he was like in the hallway.
All these years, you being the only one calling this out.
I look like I've been the crazy guy for a long time.
You're a hater.
You're a hater. You do this. Yeah, and now everybody's cool.
50 Cent has unexpectedly positioned himself as one of the strongest obstacles in Diddy's path, showing no signs of easing up as he continues to call out every link and questionable decision tied to the music mogul. Speaking on a recent podcast, 50 shared a story about Meek Mill attending a party where he was seen wearing coordinated outfits with Diddy, an invitation 50 said he personally turned down after sensing something didn't feel right. He explained that Diddy had earlier invited him on a private shopping trip, but he refused without hesitation, saying the request raised immediate red flags. Meek, on the other hand, accepted the opportunity, reportedly believing that aligning himself with Diddy would help elevate his career, unaware that the association would later draw intense scrutiny and spark even more public discussion.
Different than when it was 2016. The game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a Black Billionaires lunch. Yeah. You understand? Right. And we here together and we're gonna keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else to us.
The big one was with Beyonce. Mm-hmm. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that?
Jay was getting Grammys.
he had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
He had like 20 now.
Oh, Lord.
He had like 18 since he's been down. But he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He got some shit. He started drinking. His pictures with him. Thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position. Received the 16 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go prior to that, one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association. Like you see the kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing.
Right.
They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys and shit. So it's like they would give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming.
Jay-Z is not staying on the sidelines as his name continues to resurface amid the growing controversy. For years, both he and Beyonce have shared visible ties with Diddy, moving within the same elite industry circles. According to comments from 50 Cent and other insiders, these connections reflect deeper, long-standing issues within the hip-hop business world. Some critics even suggest that Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship is rooted more in strategic business alignment than personal closeness, with all three figures supporting similar ventures and operating in overlapping spaces. It comes as little surprise that Jay-Z keeps being drawn back into the center of this intensifying situation.
Always speaking about Diddy as a problematic person was 50 Cent. And it turns out that it's just been announced that he's created a docu-series on Netflix. I can't wait to see this. The other end of that, every person who has tried to speak out about this, who has tried to speak out about the industry, the type of people that are controlling the industry, the attacks that people face from the media if they try to speak out, is always the same. They're called crazy. And an example of one such individual who went through those sorts of attacks is the actor Orlando Brown. He was on Disney, and I remember everyone telling us that he was totally insane and deranged when he was saying a lot of things that at the time sounded crazy, particularly about Diddy. Take a listen.
The requirement is you gotta say no to Diddy. If it's new booty in the building, you know he's gonna get it.
Don't take your girlfriend to a Diddy party.
You can take but he won't you.
Diddy, to me, is the fall guy. We are still seeing
50 Cent appears fully committed to shining a light on every high-profile name connected to Diddy, making it clear that mentioning Meek Mill and Jay-Z is only the opening move. He has openly suggested that there are many more figures linked to Diddy's inner circle who have yet to be publicly discussed. As he continues to dig deeper, 50 insists that this situation goes far beyond a few familiar faces. According to him, what the public has seen so far is only the beginning of a much broader exposure he plans to bring forward.
Jam, be the best. You know what it is. It's 2010, baby. It's the takeover. I'm going in.
Happy New Year to the whole planet. God is the greatest. Real talk. And you know, I mean, if there's anything that somebody can say better than that, I'm all ears. But with that being said, continuous blessing to the whole entire universe.
Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay.
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter. Okay.
Right.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah.
Looking back at the people who were regularly seen celebrating with Diddy around 2010, it's noticeable how quickly many of those same figures later created distance, now acting as if the connection barely existed despite once appearing inseparable. Artists like Busta Rhymes, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, and Usher were frequently photographed at his side during that era. Years later, in May 2018, Trump's National Doral Golf Course in Miami temporarily shut down following a shooting involving Jonathan Auty, who later alleged that he had been influenced and mistreated during a period when he was connected to Diddy. As new information continues to surface, the growing list of individuals linked to Diddy during those years keeps prompting renewed questions and deeper public scrutiny.
In a civil case filed in Florida April 1st, Joseph Manzaro alleges, according to court documents obtained by E! News, that he was drugged, transported against his will, and sexually maimed as a victim of a coercive and organized criminal enterprise facilitated by Combs and others back in 2015, and named celebs such as Beyonce, Jay-Z, and LeBron James as witnesses in the lawsuit. In his filing, Manzaro says the alleged events took place in April 2015. He states that he lost consciousness after feeling a, quote, greasy substance resembling Vaseline as he opened the front door to his home, after which he says he was transported to another residence, where an associate of Combs allegedly told him that the music mogul wanted him brought to a freak-off event. Manzaro alleges in the suit he was secretly transferred to the music producer's home through a concealed tunnel allegedly connected to Gloria Estefan and Emilio Estefan's Miami property. He alleges that upon regaining partial consciousness, he found himself inside a large party area upon information and belief that it was a birthday party for Combs' then 17-year-old son Christian Combs. There he was allegedly forced to appear in a penis mask. The lawsuit states, Jay-Z and Beyonce Knowles Carter were seated in the room, and upon seeing Manzaro, Beyonce Knowles Carter asked, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a penis mask standing here in front of me?" Manzaro alleges in the lawsuit that he was then forcibly paraded through multiple rooms filled with people who were jeering and taunting him.
High-profile individuals, including Jacob Arabo, Jay-Z, Gloria Estefan, LeBron James, and Beyonce Knowles Carter, are identified as witnesses due to their presence or knowledge of the events surrounding the freak-off orchestrated by defendant Diddy. Wow. And freak-off, of course, is something that we've heard many times before, both in Combs' criminal case and other civil cases, to describe these prolonged sexual episodes, usually with sex workers. But Manzaro is suing Sean Combs. He is suing a man named Eric Mejias. He is suing Brendan Paul, who's been described in another lawsuit as Sean Combs' drug mule, Emilio Estefan, who is married to pop superstar Gloria Estefan, and Adria English, who filed her own lawsuit against Sean Combs, claiming she too was a victim of sex trafficking. By the way, it's interesting he's not suing these other celebrities that I mentioned, like Jay-Z and Beyonce and Gloria Estefan, possibly because he doesn't believe their alleged liability amounted to a civil claim, but seems to want to call them as witnesses at a trial, although I have to imagine they will do everything in their power to quash any subpoena should this.
A newly filed civil lawsuit has brought even more high-profile names into the unfolding controversy, listing Jay-Z, Beyonce, and LeBron James as individuals allegedly present at a Diddy-hosted event tied to serious accusations. The plaintiff, Joseph Manzaro, claims that during an incident in 2015, he was placed in a situation against his will and mistreated as part of what he describes as a coordinated effort linked to Diddy and others. These statements remain allegations and are currently moving through the legal process, with no conclusions reached at this stage. As the case continues to develop, investigators are expected to examine additional details, and further names could surface, increasing public attention and calls for full accountability if any wrongdoing is proven.
You know, and I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I see them now. Some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all the memes. Stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that none of that stupid. So whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. That's not funny, that's what's wrong. But I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people get so many things. People say so much stuff, but that one it was y'all.
Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome, and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true? You really heard that? Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read? I don't know.
It isn't only figures from the music world whose actions around Diddy are now being closely examined, as several well-known Hollywood celebrities have also been linked to him over the years. Names like Will Smith and Jennifer Lopez have long been associated with Diddy's wider social circle, which is why their recent remarks are attracting renewed attention. Stories about Will Smith and Jay-Z attending Diddy's private events have circulated for a long time and were even referenced jokingly on late-night television by Jimmy Kimmel. Will remained quiet during those earlier discussions, but his choice to address things now suggests he recognizes that anyone connected to Diddy may eventually be drawn into the expanding legal and public scrutiny.
But like, you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way? Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up?
I don't got shit in my past. I'm not.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
like, not that it's real enough.
I took a pill. But it was for me to perform better. Or to remember, buddy. I didn't fucking give her a drink so she forget what the fuck happened. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Yes, I took the drinks. I gave me the fucking drug to perform. So she can remember and possibly love me for that.
Did it work?
What the fuck? Yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal shit that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. I don't know why it's so hard for people
So
just
for
to
people to
acknowledge
feel
weird
like
shit is
you
weird.
would have something or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too. This is people that are looking on separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what does that mean?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. And when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip hop culture could.
Unlike many others connected to Diddy's circle, 50 Cent has consistently maintained that he has nothing to hide and no controversial history tied to the situation. He asserts that numerous Hollywood figures were fully aware of what occurred at Diddy's events, but chose to attend regardless. In contrast, 50 says he deliberately kept his distance, making a point to avoid any involvement in questionable activities. By staying separate from that lifestyle, he emphasizes that he refused to participate in anything that could compromise his integrity or reputation.